Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Busan is a big city, and unlike Seoul, where most visitors gravitate to one or two central areas, Busan's attractions are spread out across very different neighborhoods, each with its own character and feel. The neighborhood you choose to stay in will shape your experience of the city more than almost any other decision you make. This guide breaks down the four main areas where visitors typically base themselves, and what each one is actually like, and what you can expect to pay, from budget to luxury. Let's get into it. Let's start with Haeundae, Korea's most famous beach, and the first choice for most international visitors coming to Busan for the first time. The appeal is straightforward. You're sleeping within walking distance of the beach, surrounded by restaurants, cafes, and nightlife, with Metro Line 2 right on your doorstep giving you easy access to the rest of the city. Bexco, Seonam City, and Dongbaek Island are all within a short distance. For families, first-timers, and anyone who wants the full Busan beach experience, this is where to be. At the budget end, expect to pay around 80,000 to 120,000 won per night, roughly $60 to $90 USD. Hotels like the Baymont Hotel Haeundae sit in this range and offer solid value, some with ocean view rooftop pools despite the lower price point. Mid-range runs from around 150,000 to 300,000 per night, around 110 to 220 US dollars. And this is where you'll find properties like the L7 Haeundae by Lotte, right on the beachfront with a rooftop bar and stronger facilities overall. At the luxury end, prices climb from 400,000 won per night upward, around 300 USD and above, with the Park Hyatt Busan representing the top tier, offering a generally world-class stay with panoramic ocean views and spa facilities. It's worth booking well in advance if you're visiting in July or August, because Haeundae at peak summer season is busy and rates reflect that. Let's move on to Gwangalli. Gwangalli is Busan's second beach neighborhood, and while it's often compared to Haeundae, the two feel quite different in practice. Gwangalli is smaller, more intimate, and defined more by its cafe culture and the nighttime view of Gwangan Bridge than by the beach itself. It consistently attracts couples and younger travelers who prioritize atmosphere over facilities, and it tends to be slightly more affordable than Haeundae, though the gap has been narrowing as the area has developed. The one genuine drawback is parking and congestion, particularly on weekends through the warmer months, when the area gets crowded enough to feel less like a neighborhood and more like an event. Budget accommodation here runs from around 70,000 to 100,000 won per night, roughly 50 to 75 USD. Mid-range, where most visitors land, is around 130,000 to 250,000 won per night, around $95 to $185 USD, with newer properties like the Marine View Hotel, which opened in 2024, offering panoramic views at that price point. For a more premium experience, the Kent Hotel Gwangalli by Kensington sits above that range and delivers a polished boutique stay with strong bridge views. Seomyeon is the commercial and transport center of Busan, the intersection of Metro Lines 1 and 2, which means you can reach virtually every major attraction in the city without changing trains. There's no beach here, and the area is urban and busy in a way that feels quite different from either Haeundae or Gwangalli, but for business travelers, or for visitors with a packed itinerary covering multiple parts of the city, or for anyone who wants to be in the middle of Busan's shopping and dining scene, Seomyeon is the most practical base available. Budget options here start from around 60,000 to 90,000 won per night, or around $45 to $65 USD, and there's a good range of business-style hotels in that bracket. Mid-range runs 120,000 to 220,000 won, or 90 to 160 US dollars, with solid options like the Haeundae Hotel Seomyeon in that range. And at the top end, Lotte Hotel Busan is the anchor, the only 5-star property in the Seomyeon area, connected directly to the subway station and Lotte department store, with rates from around 350,000 won per night upward, roughly about 260 US dollars and above. Moving over to Nampo-dong, Nampo-dong is the most historically layered of the four areas, home to Chegalchi Fish Market, Biff Square, Gukchae Market, and Busan Tower, all within easy walking distance of each other. It's where you'll find the older, more traditional face of the city, and it tends to attract travelers who want cultural depth over beach access. It's also the most affordable of the four main areas, which makes it a natural choice for budget-conscious visitors who still want a central, well-connected base. Metro Line runs through here, with Nampo and Chegalchi stations both serving the area, as well as being close to Busan Station. Budget accommodation in Nampo-dong typically runs 50,000 to 80,000 won per night, around $35 to $60 USD. Mid-range sits at around 100,000 to 180,000, 75 to 130 USD, with well-positioned options like the Avontree Hotel Busan on Biff Square, the Stanford Hotel Busan near Chegalchi Market, and the Nampo-dong Ocean 2 Heaven Hotel, which offers harbor views at a price point that would be hard to match in Haeundae. There are no 5-star properties in this area, but for cultural immersion and market access at a reasonable cost, Nampo-dong offers strong value. These 4 main areas cover the majority of visitors' needs, but Busan has more to offer beyond them. To the west of the city, Songdo is a quieter coastal alternative to Haeundae. The Wyndham Grand Busan here has ocean views from all 271 rooms, and the area's cable car and skywalk give it its own appeal, with prices broadly comparable to mid-range Haeundae. Further out to the northeast, Heejong and the Osiria area are home to some of Busan's most exclusive resort properties, including Anante at Busan Cove and the upcoming Banyan Tree Busan, offering cliffside locations, private beach access, and rates that reflect that premium. These are destination stays rather than city bases, and they still suit a completely different kind of trip. It's worth knowing about if a resort experience is what you're after. Whether you're here for a weekend or a month, on a tight budget, or looking for a luxury stay, the city has the range to accommodate it. The harder question isn't whether you'll find somewhere to stay, it's deciding which part of Busan you want to wake up in. Get that right, and the rest follows. If this guide helped you, hit the like and subscribe button. There's more Busan content coming up on the channel. Drop a comment and let us know where you're planning to stay, and we'll see you in the next one.